The hidden psychology of manipulation. How people influence you without you. Noticing. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes make choices that don't feel entirely your own? Why, despite knowing better, you end up agreeing with someone or buying something you didn't plan to? Welcome back to Mind Decode. Today, we're diving into the subtle world of manipulation, the hidden techniques people use to influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions, often without you even realizing it. This isn't about blaming others or becoming paranoid. It's about understanding the psychology behind influence so you can recognize it, defend against it, and maybe even use it ethically in your own life. By the end of this video, you'll see just how easily your mind can be guided and how to regain control. What is manipulation? Manipulation is more than a simple trick or lie. At its core, it's a psychological technique used to influence someone's behavior, often by bypassing rational thought. Unlike straightforward persuasion, which relies on logic and open dialogue, manipulation targets your emotions, biases, and subconscious instincts. Think about everyday situations. Have you ever felt guilted into doing something? Or maybe flattered so intensely that you couldn't say no? These are forms of manipulation. It doesn't always come from someone with bad intentions. Sometimes it's subtle marketing strategies, social pressures, or even friends and family nudging you in ways you barely notice. Psychologists often divide manipulation into two categories: covert and overt. Overt manipulation is obvious, like someone yelling or threatening to get what they want. Covert manipulation, however, is hidden in social interactions, language, and body cues. This is what we're mostly susceptible to in daily life. Your brain is wired to respond to social cues. It craves approval, fears rejection, and seeks shortcuts in decision-making. Manipulators exploit these instincts, nudging your choices while you believe you're acting freely. And here is the key. Being aware of these techniques doesn't just protect you, it also teaches you more about how the human mind works. Common manipulation techniques. Let's explore some of the most common manipulation techniques people use. 1. The foot in the door technique. This is simple but powerful. Imagine a co-worker asks you to help with a small, harmless task. You agree. Later, they request something bigger. Because you've already said yes once, your brain is more likely to agree again. This technique exploits your need for consistency. 2. The door in the face technique. Here, manipulators start with a huge request, expecting you to refuse. Then they follow with a smaller, more reasonable request. Your brain interprets this as compromise, and you're more likely to say yes to the smaller ask. 3. Emotional manipulation. Manipulators often target your emotions: fear, guilt, pride, or even sympathy. A classic example is guilt tripping. I've done so much for you. You can't just ignore me now. Suddenly, your decision isn't based on logic, but emotion. 4. Social proof. Humans are social creatures. If everyone else is doing something, we're inclined to follow. Manipulators exploit this by creating the illusion that an action or belief is popular or widely accepted. Marketing campaigns often use this, showing thousands of happy customers to nudge you into buying. 5. Scarcity and urgency. Ever noticed phrases like limited offer or only a few left? Scarcity triggers fear of missing out, making you act impulsively. Manipulators use this to pressure decisions before you've had time to think. 6. Authority and credibility. We are wired to trust authority figures. Manipulators use this by appearing knowledgeable or powerful. Even subtle cues, like wearing a suit, citing fake statistics, or referencing prestigious sources, can increase compliance. 7. Gaslighting. One of the most insidious forms of manipulation. Gaslighting makes you doubt your own memory, perception, or sanity. Subtle lies, denials, and contradictions can leave you questioning reality. Over time, this erodes confidence and increases dependence on the manipulator. 8. Mirroring and rapport building. People unconsciously like those who are like them. Manipulators mimic your gestures, tone, or opinions to build trust quickly. Once rapport is established, it's easier to influence your choices. 9. Love bombing and flattery. Excessive praise and attention can manipulate emotions and loyalty. It's common in relationships or workplace dynamics. The initial affection feels genuine, but it's designed to create dependency. Each of these techniques taps into deep psychological principles: your brain's need for consistency, social belonging, emotional safety, and cognitive shortcuts. Awareness is your first line of defense. How to recognize manipulation. So, how can you tell if someone is trying to manipulate you? Here are some signs. Unequal exchange. You give much more than you receive emotionally, socially, or materially. Pressure to decide quickly. You feel rushed or trapped. Excessive flattery or guilt. Emotions feel amplified to steer your choices. Confusing communication. Contradictions or subtle misdirections make you doubt your judgment. Isolation. Manipulators often try to reduce your access to other opinions. When you notice these patterns, pause and ask yourself, am I making this choice freely, or am I being subtly influenced? Simple reflection slows the manipulator's momentum. Another strategy is keeping a mental checklist. Before agreeing to requests, ask yourself, do I want this? Is this reasonable? Am I acting out of my own choice or someone else's influence? Finally, trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Emotional intuition is your early warning system. Defending against manipulation awareness alone isn't enough. To protect yourself, you need strategies. 1. Pause and reflect. Give yourself time to evaluate requests. Manipulators rely on quick decisions. 2. Set clear boundaries. Know what you are comfortable with and stick to it. Politely saying no is often enough. 3. Strengthen emotional awareness. Recognize when emotions are being leveraged to push decisions. 4. Seek external perspective. Talk to a trusted friend or mentor to verify if a situation feels manipulated. 5. Educate yourself. Understanding psychological techniques makes them less effective. Knowledge is power. 6. Assertive communication. Respond confidently without aggression. I need time to think about this is a simple but effective defense. Remember, manipulation isn't always intentional. Many people unknowingly use these techniques. Your goal is not to become cynical, but conscious. By decoding subtle influence, you regain control over your decisions and interactions. Manipulation is a part of human interaction, woven into marketing, relationships, and social dynamics. By understanding the techniques, foot in the door, emotional leverage, social proof, authority influence, you gain clarity about how your mind can be subtly guided. Awareness, reflection, and boundary setting are your tools to reclaim control. So, next time you feel pressured, flattered, or rushed, take a step back. Ask yourself, is this my choice or someone else's influence? Mind Decode isn't just about understanding the mind. It's about empowering it. If you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us as we explore the hidden workings of human psychology, one mind at a time.